I'm known as a guy that can get into things, right? So I had a friend of mine call me, and she says, "Hey, can you take off a security tag off of clothes?" I said, "Absolutely." So she goes, "Well, I'll bring it by." And I said, "Okay, there's a few different ways we can do it," but I said, I'll take it off, no, lickety split. And I had it off in about 1 second. And so I'm going to show you how you go about doing that. So this is the security tag that was on her clothes, okay? So the way that these work is, if you look at it, you're going to see that there's ridges that have been cut into this piece right here. And inside here, there's a mechanism that grabs those ridges. So as soon as it goes in, it locks in, it's not going to come out. It can go in, but it can't come out, okay, until we release this mechanism that's inside here. And the best way to do it, the easiest way to do it, is you need a strong magnet. And a ceramic magnet, the normal types of magnets that you find, they're not strong enough. So you're going to end up needing something like a neodymium magnet. And sometimes they call a neodymium a rare earth magnet, but you can find them on eBay real cheap. And I usually recommend it to anybody. Get one, get a strong one, and just keep it somewhere. You know, you never know when you're going to need it, but and they're real cheap nowadays, and you'll be glad that you have one. So I have one here. This is probably one of the larger ones I have. And all we have to do is just take this, hit it, and you'll see that as soon as I did that, that had become loose and it kind of got pulled in. There we go. That's pretty much it, because that released the mechanism, okay? If I have a weak magnet, it's not going to release that. You can find smaller neodymiums like this. This is individuals that are just attached together. And I got these, I think, at Rockler Woodworking Supply. And one is not really strong enough by itself, but if you put a few in series like that, you can usually end up getting it loose enough where it'll come out. It'll free up that mechanism. But one of them by themselves usually isn't strong enough, okay? Let's say that this paper towel represents the clothes, okay? What we'll do is we'll take our handy dandy magnet here, free that up, and we'll put this on our clothes that we want to protect from the criminal element, okay? So we have that. Now, if we want to take this off, this way I don't like doing, but it does work, and you kind of have to be a little careful with this because A, you can damage your clothes, and also sometimes these might have ink in them. Depends on who makes them. Usually people go cheap, and so you're not going to see that too much. But what we need to do is take a piece of aluminum foil. Like that. And we want this, we can pinch that and bring it on over. Just like that, okay? Then from here we can put a piece of tape. Set this down here. And the reason why I'm putting the aluminum foil and I'm using the tape is just in case there is ink, right? It won't get on the clothing, which in this case is a paper towel. But also what it does is this kind of will help reflect any heat, okay? And now what we have to do is go outside and we have to catch this on fire. Now I'm just having it hang off of the back of my swing here so that way you can kind of see what's going on. And this plastic, all we want to do is as soon as this catches on fire and it starts staying on fire, which will happen in just a second. Okay. We just let this do its thing. And what's going to happen is that plastic's going to melt off and it's going to release the mechanism. And obviously stand away just in case there's ink or something inside there. And also doing this in this fashion, let me show you, where it's not sitting up like that, having it where it lays flat like this is actually better. But you'll see that there's a spring that's coming out of it already. And that spring is the piece that is controlling the mechanism. We can zoom in on this. This is probably done already. Okay, that's probably good already. But you'll see, needle nose would probably be better. But you'll see the mechanism in there now. And this is really hot, so don't mess with that too much. But we should be able to come back here. And simply pull that off. Like that. See? And our clothes are not damaged at all, which our clothes in this case are. Well, they're paper towel. But that's the second way that you can get it off. That's if you don't have a neodymium magnet. A neodymium magnet like this is usually strong enough to do most, but if you can get one that's even bigger, it's better. Because when it comes to magnetics and security tags, bigger is better. Okay, like something like this would not take off a liquor cap. Okay, there's liquor caps that use magnetics. This isn't strong enough. It'd actually have to be bigger for that to work. But then again, the chances of you going home with something with a liquor cap still on it means you probably ripped it off, and you deserve not to be able to drink it. Okay. But anyway, that is that. If you like my video, make sure you hit like, make sure you hit subscribe. Be sure to check out my video about how to pick nearly every lock. I'll put a link in the description. Even though this is a cooking channel, right? So, till next time. Oh, sorry, Marilyn. Till next time. Talk to you guys later.